page, everybody puts likes. Okay. If everybody put likes on a web page, what does it mean? They like it. But if you find problems on it, do you like it?
There's no online button
Should Facebook to...
Exactly. I think they were planning to put something there.
No. Put your complaints. No. First of all,
but I think even if you complain on the Facebook page, after a few minutes it will be taken. That's what they usually do.
You can put lots of examples. The guys have a website, it's slow, but people come, people say they like it. They have no reason to change. They have
emails, comments.
They sell the advertising, they make money, and they get visitors. They have no reason to change.
So
tell me something. Your mailing list, is it public? Can it be viewed publicly? There is an archive.
I didn't open an archive for the mailing list. I can put an archive. I don't want to put an archive for at the moment. I prefer to have a mailing list. I know you don't like using email, sorry about it, but it would be nice if we have a place where we can talk about the problem.
Discuss about it.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it public for the moment. But you should assume that people can take a voice and post it publicly.
Why not public?
Sorry?
Why not public?
I don't want it to be archived. Maybe people will feel more comfortable where we have a place where we talk about stuff, what we like, what we don't like. You assume that it's public, but I'm not going to publish it on the web.
But I think going public is a lot better because this is the way.
You make Google rules.
It is in planning phase right now, let's say. It's still in planning phase.
Okay.
If we have people talking on the if we have people talking on a mailing list, then we can consider going public. But if you don't have people talking, if you don't explain your problem, si tu dis pas tout correct.
Too correct.
Tout correct.
Actually, the job that we're doing today, talking about doing something, there was another organization which was supposed to be doing all this, the name I wrote for the last time. This organization was the one who was supposed to be here advocating for MU to be brought back to Mauritius. They were the one who would be here talking about the need to go to have IPv6, to have DNSSEC. But they are absolutely inactive. You don't know what they do. Their website is absolutely unreal. I'm not going to name them.
No, I don't want to know the name, but
there's an organization.
No, he's talking about, okay, we are supposed to be quite open. Here he's talking about the local chapter of ISOP.
But do you,
it's called Internet Society.
Among you guys, do you have contact with the people there?
No.
No.
I know.
You're
The last time I heard from someone was in 2004.
No. No. Look here.
Would say SEC then?
No.
It's an organization.
We can talk. We can say yes. I know you won't do it. I know you won't do effort. I'm not trying to convince you not to do it. I'm trying to tell you, if we try to get together, we put an effort, it's possible.
It can be a start.
It's a start. If people get together, people start discussing. I know you're going to say yes, you're going to discuss. When you get there, we're going to forget about it. I know it works. I'm
going to spam his mailing list.
Yeah, but it's up to us to find ways to discuss, to solve problems. We are trying to. We have fiber in Mauritius. Your fiber, you're paying for fiber in Mauritius, and every day people are telling you that it is very fast in Mauritius, and you find acceptable. You have a web page, take 1 minute to load.
It's not so fast, even with fiber in Mauritius.
Yes, the problem is not the fiber. You are trying to solve problems. You're sending us fiber. We're going to think that we have more bandwidth, we have larger bandwidth. Let's say you have a 10 megabit connection. Will your web page load faster?
Theoretically, yes.
No.
I don't understand. Yeah, why not?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, you have more bandwidth, you get more bandwidth.
What's the website really bad
I did a test,
No, but in Mauritius, when you buy a connection, it's a local connection in the fire. It's not the international one.
Yeah.
And
No.
normally they sell you a 2 meg connection. It should be international 2 meg connection. But you go and tell you have a package with 2 meg locally and 2 meg internationally,
Yeah.
which are not the same price at all.
Yeah. No.
But it's a
But
kind
no,
of
no.
fake advertising.
No,
It's not 2 meg.
let's get back to the speed. Okay. I did some tests and all. You're going to see that the connection speed can be faster, but you have, for example, if you're on 3G, your mobile phone, you have what we call latency. The time it takes to establish and for the connection, not to work, for the data to be transferred, it's going to take you around 150 milliseconds. There's a latency on 3G which is higher than what we have on fiber, on ADSL, or maybe, I don't know about dial-up, but it's more than ADSL, which means that you can have 10 megabit on your 3G phone. It's going to be slow as well. When I say slow, I'm not saying that it's awfully slow, but it's slow in a sense
of response.
Yeah.
You will have the latency which will not change. Okay. So it will take 150 seconds, then it will get the data and send it. The bandwidth with the data, the time you get the data will be shorter. The latency will be the same. But if you take a page at 8 meg, it will be 100 times faster. Because the latency will be 150 milliseconds. You don't know that, let's say, 100 or 200 k
No,
seconds.
it's a bit more complicated than that. I didn't go into the web stuff in details because then you got to go and see how to optimize the page.
Usually, if you have a double connection, it goes almost twice faster.
For the latency, no. Okay.
Not for the latency, but
Okay.
for the...
Let me put it this way. I think Ish said 2 seconds to load the web page. Okay, you said 30. I don't want to talk to you. Who said 2 seconds?
2 seconds.
1 second.
He said 1 second.
Okay, you said 1 second. You said 1 second. Okay, let's say it comes to you, it tells you he wants the web page to load in 1 second. What would you do to... He has money, by the way.
I put 1 line of text.
No, that's cheating. That's cheating. Okay, you can cheat, but it won't be. So you can't cheat. You have the web page, which is, let's say, 2 megabyte. 2 megabyte. The web page with images and such. You got to load it in 1 second. His requirement is that it must be loaded in at most 1 second. What? In Mauritius.
Putting the local network.
Okay. Now his web page is on .NET.
Even locally, you will not get for 2 meg page once again.
You excuse me, I did a test.
But look,
This
2 meg and your connection here at most you get at 400 k seconds to download. So you at least 4 6 seconds.
This is what I tested. You can come closer and see.
I see.
Yeah. The size loaded in less than 1 second. It's possible. It's possible to get things faster in Mauritius.
Yeah, okay.
But for you to get that to happen, you got to go and complain about it. Oh, I won't say complain. There has to be a group about it where people can discuss about it and talk about it. For example, if the image is slow, nobody discusses about it. We don't know about it. It's good if I set up a mailing list. If you like to discuss about the media being slow, I know it's not important, but it's nice to have this discussion. Because once we have this discussion, once we have enough people talking about it, once the mailing list goes public, the media will try to listen.
They will react.
They will react.
They will react.
But we must get people first. And I won't say you're not enough, but the more people we get, the better.
Yeah, right now the mailing list, is it public in the sense that anyone can send an email or you need to subscribe?
You need to subscribe to post it.
Do you have some kind of interface somewhere?
I don't have an interface. I don't make things easier for you.
So
What?
if I want to ask people to subscribe, how do I do it? I want to ask people.
Tell them I have my email address on this. Tell them to send me an email.
Okay.
Send me an email, subscribe, talk about it. I know you won't talk about it because you tend to be.
Ok, one thing, just to add. Ne pas faire des affaires dans combien d'adresses mail nous gagnons. Il faut prendre différents emails, mais il y en a plus que centaines. Si vous m'envoyez maintenant un email général, vous dites maintenant, voilà, we have this mailing list and stuff like that, and we ask them, c'est qui ont envie participer de sa groupe là, just join in. Do you think you can do that?
Not at this time. I think more than thing. What we need more is the engineers, decision makers to be on the list to discuss how we are going to do it. If we go to the general public right now, we are not going to have anything constructive. They are going to say something which is maybe technically not feasible, or they don't understand. What we need now right now is engineers, network engineers, technicians to be on this.
Not only technicians.
Decision makers.
Why don't you make a forum then?
No, I won't say engineers there. I would say it's good to have a large group of people on the list to discuss about it. Anybody can discuss about it. I would not go out there and find all email addresses. So I don't want to sound negative. If I want to tell 100 people to subscribe, you know what will happen? There's no like button
It's
on
not
the
like
video.
asking 100 people to subscribe. It's like every day if you go on the social networks, you find people complaining. But like you said, they are complaining on their walls, they are complaining to a group of friends.
Yeah.
If I can tell them, guys, you're complaining, there's a platform.
There's not a
This is not a platform to complain.
Yeah.
It's a platform to build up an idea on how to have a
How
common goals.
to complain.
How to complain, how to have a common goals.
Complain
If you're going to...
complain that they're mute.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to change how this domain, the internet is in Mauritius, how would you do it?
Say you want IPv6.
Si, non, pas prendre l'affaire compliquée.
Allez.
Non, non,
Non,
non,
allez.
allez. Nous prenons l'exemple. I take an example. Let's say you want Facebook to be in Mauritius. The Facebook server to be in Mauritius. It is possible to do it.
I would say no.
No?
Of course you can.
Normally, yes. Yeah.
Okay, I have a friend.
Technically,
Depends
yes,
on the
but
number of
they
users
won't
of
accept.
Facebook.
I have a friend from Facebook. I can go to him and say, you know, I have a small group, would like to get the server Mauritius. He's going to tell me, okay, I can help you, but I need a good excuse to go to the guys who are responsible to the servers to tell them to put the server in Mauritius. So if I go to him and say, you know, okay, you need an excuse, no, it works. I'm going to say, okay, I have 10,000 people in Mauritius complaining about it. It's a problem. You can go and check your statistics. It's going to cost you less if you put the server in Mauritius. They're going to do it. But if I don't have these 10,000 people complaining, it's not that I won't convince my friend. It's that it's difficult for my friend to
Make a case.
Okay, let me give you an example. Yahoo had a problem in South Africa. Yahoo South Africa had a problem on the whole country because they had IPv6 enabled and the IPv6 port was not working, which means that when people connected over IPv4 and their machine also supported IPv6, it caused a problem. For an entire country, they complained about it and nothing was done about it. That was just complicated. I know one of the guys who was complaining. I said, okay, you complained about it. Where did you complain about it? He said, okay, I complained to Yahoo about it because I know somebody from Yahoo. He said, you know somebody from Yahoo, you complained about it? He said, yes. And then I said, what happened? He said, they didn't fix it. So I said, okay, and I know somebody from Yahoo. So I made a guy from Yahoo. I said, there's a problem for our country. It's a large problem. What can you do about it? He said, okay, you know what? He told me the background story, why it's slow and all. And then he said, I know somebody in that department. I'm going to send you an email. We're going to try to do something about it. And he did something about it in 2 days. No, these big companies, they are not bad companies. It's just a matter of finding somebody to talk to, knowing how to solve a problem, and they're going to solve the problem. So, we tend to think that it's not possible because we are here, we are in Mauritius, we can't do stuff. Things are possible in Mauritius. Why we came here today? We came here to discuss, to learn, to exchange our ideas, experience and all. And at the end of the day, we can get something from it. We can make something from it. But first, we got to start talking about it. Try to figure out what we like, what we don't like. Do you think, does anybody know how fast motions like a web page to be? Because there's no forum, there's no place to discuss about it. Okay, I could discuss it on the Linux mailing list, but why I didn't choose the Linux mailing list is because it's a Linux mailing list. It's supposed to be about
Specific.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about one topic only. You don't go and discuss all kind of things.
It's a Linux in the room today.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I spammed the...
You should have been quiet.
No, it's okay.
Okay, do you have questions?
No.
Okay, what would you do? Tell me. Je vais le faire, en crawl. Qui tu racontes en faire?
Ashley, pas moi aussi tranquille.
Allez, non, dis-moi ce que tu racontes en faire. Non, dis-moi. Internet, Maurice. Qui tu racontes en faire tout cas? Oui, quel problème? Tu le prends, c'est l'affaire.
Fait tout ce qui t'aime déjà intéressant, mais quand tu as le background, même si l'aspect qui te fait tout ça, ce genre,
Oui.
tu comprends? Parce que tu as un safe, tu as le commerce de qualité,
Oui.
rapide par seconde.
Oui.
Tu vas mettre qui gros serveur tu as envie,
Oui.
le serveur puissant, ça va, mais si tu n'as pas de bon fait,
Oui.
tu vas avoir un peu
Mais nous, babou, nous la fibre, Maurice.
Quand tu comprends, il y a des pannes, tu vas partout, c'est la fin. Je te mets Facebook, Maurice.
Oui.
Imagine tu te mets Facebook, Maurice, c'est comme ça.
Oui.
Mais ça, connexion background, tu fais une heure. Il faut faire quoi?
C'est parfait. Tenez, il coûte nous moins cher. Mon café en anglais pour comprendre. Okay? It costs less to invest in equipment in Mauritius. I mean, to put fiber, to put ADSL, it's cheaper to put in Mauritius. If you're going to get an international link, international connection, it's going to cost you more because the price is higher to send data.
Direct satellite connection is not so expensive. You can get a 2 gig connection for around 200 to 200 euro per month.
Yeah, but
After you buy the
Yeah,
dish
but-
and everything.
But for local traffic, how much do you pay? How much would they charge you for local traffic? 10?
For DSL?
No, I mean, it costs less to send traffic locally than internationally.
Okay.
So it's cheap.
You're talking about local connection, you're talking about international.
Yeah, because
No.
even if, let's keep your idea of Facebook having servers here, they still need to sync with their own servers. And they don't put one machine, they put a farm of machines.
Yeah,
It's
but
huge. You need to have
That's-
infrastructure, you need to have...
that's a problem for them to solve.
No, you're trying to compete with them.
I'm trying to solve. No, I'm not competing.
no,
I'm
no.
trying to make
Not
a
compare
platform
just to
about companies,
America.
so
Yeah.
people can
System
express
design.
themselves. That's
Yeah.
nice, but that's not the solution for
The thing is, despite all this, even if we had something better than fiber here in Mauritius, we don't have ISPs that actually have the will to do anything about improving the connection. For example, in between ISPs customers, we have really bad latency. We have like 280 MS or higher. For example, if I am connecting from one orange customer, I'm connecting to Intel or ADBN customer, I'm still having 280 or 380 milliseconds. And when I trace route that packet, I'm going to London first, and then this is getting routed there to get back here to a machine which is in Mauritius.
I'm going to pick one of the points we raised before. If I want to, let's say I'm playing a game with my friend in Green Island, which is nearby, 150 miles from Mauritius, I believe, if I'm still remember.
420. 420.
So, what is the latency? How much time does it take for a packet to
420 minutes.
Because
I play a lot and I keep
we work with 800.
Because there is no direct path between Mauritius and Réunion. Those are
There is.
either to Malaysia, it goes
no, there's a cable, but it doesn't mean that there's a direct course internet-wise. They don't peer. They don't peer the. These are the technical problems at the technical area. There are these technical and political problems which has been going on for years. Nobody tried to solve it. Everybody says it's not possible to solve it.
Yeah, but the gaming between Réunion and Mauritius, I don't think a lot of people care.
No, it is.
No, we care.
So, forget Réunion Mauritius. If I want to play a game with Sylvain, if he runs a server on his computer and say he's based with a different provider, and I'm with MT, I want to connect to him. I go all the way through Malaysia, through France, and then I come back to whatever his ISP is pairing with.
To go to your neighbor.
Okay? Ideally, if I want to connect to server and he's in my country, I connect to my provider. My provider connects directly to his provider and then back to him. Why do I have to go all the way out to Singapore and Malaysia?
There's no will actually in between the ISP to improve that.
There's a project called MIXP. The idea was to get all the providers locally to exchange their routing information. So we don't have to go outside and then come back. I don't know why this is not working. At the state today, MIXP is...
I have an idea why it's not working. I won't talk about it for this presentation. But yeah, these are the small problems which we face. For example, we're talking about gaming. It's not important. Why do you have an internet? No, it is not important. Why do you have an internet connection? Why do you have an internet connection? No, why do you have internet? Why did you buy internet access? What's important for you for the internet access?
Everything.
Pick one thing. Choose only one thing.
Downloading books.
Okay.
No, for me the question is not valid. I don't think the internet is not a...
No, it's actually
Yeah,
more
choose
like...
one thing, meeting.
Yeah. And des affaires qui t'ont envie.
No,
Priorité.
Pas priorité, pas dire priorité. Et des affaires qui t'ont envie, c'est tout. Tu vas aller non.
Non mais...
Hein? Et des affaires qui t'ont envie, tu vas dire marketing and promotion.
Choose one.
No.
Quel est? Tu vas aller pour nous.
But actually,
Yeah. And des affaires qui t'ont envie.
Facebook.
Ok, non.
Voilà, ça
Non,
dit besoin.
vous pouvez rier, mais...
Vous êtes un user.
Il y a un user qui t'a fait tout ça. Pas que bébé demande à faire l'université Maurice. Qui a fait
Non, regarde, download la musique, download le film. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Instant Messenger, tu as une cause communicante.
Download le film.
Bon, pour attendre, on va par ici, nous croisons. CVS, YouTube. Tu as envie ton YouTube, tu n'as pas envie qu'il y ait buffering, oui non. Oui non, tu as envie qu'il y ait high def, quand tu dis high definition vidéo, tu as faire avec Maurice. Non, tu as envie. Non.
Quand tu fais ça pour ton 720p.
No, what I'm saying that when I was saying gaming and all, it's something which is...
I don't think it's what I need or something. I think for now we take internet as like electricity and water.
Yeah.
Kind of basic need we need in life. So that's why I need it.
Yeah.
But everything, even future technologies,
Yeah.
we're all going to be hooked on an network.
Yeah.
That's why I need it.
Yeah, it's a basic need in a way where we, the ladies wanted to do Facebook, somebody wanted to do, okay, we don't talk about it, gaming. No, we have different needs. It's a need, it's what people pay for. If tomorrow, if the way Mauritius works is like they want you to use the internet for cool things. To connect the parent, when we want to convince our parents to get the internet, we're going to say we're going to study because of the internet. But we don't get the internet to study. We get the internet for fun, for stuff which we like doing, Facebook, Google, YouTube, and no, it's all this stuff. And we want it to be fast. That's what we want. On the other side, we find that we have a problem. Our game is 400 milliseconds to do games. You know, you get killed in 400 milliseconds. You can get killed in a game. Yeah. So, how do we solve this problem? I could come and tell you, yes, I have a solution to solve it.
This is a problem infrastructure from the ISP.
Yeah.
So ISP can solve it. We cannot do a lot. You can open an ISP, but it's.
I don't want to open an ISP. I want a place where we call it a Mauritius internet users.
Yeah,
a place where we can
do a registrar here. You can open a lot of
No,
companies.
we don't want to go into business to compete with them. We want to help them understand what.
You don't want to do their job. You want to tell them how to do their job.
We're not telling them how to do their job.
No, you are saying you are doing bad for the bandwidth, for your communication. It's their companies. If you disagree, make your own. It's like it's a saying. If you don't like it, code it. It's the
Same with other problem with the website.
Sorry, it doesn't work this way because the government has a broadband policy. They have published papers that this is the direction.
After it's politics, it's really lazy.
So you have your voice heard by the guys.
Yeah, but this is totally politics debate.
So you don't want us to get into
you are the person who is
not politics, government. I mean politics in terms of what we like.
You present no solution right now. You say this is bad. Okay, this is bad. What do you want us to do about it? We can complain all we want.
What I would like to do, I would like to have a group of people who support the idea of bringing Mauritius, because I need a group of people who will say yes, who would like to have that in Mauritius.
Okay, once you have it.
Once we have it, we set up an association to manage it in Mauritius, to bring the infrastructure in Mauritius, to get it to work in Mauritius.
Okay, so this association will act like a company.
They
will have their servers, their machines, their services.
In Mauritius.
In Mauritius, okay. But it's like making a new company. It's a company project.
It's not a company project in the sense.
It's an association.
No.
It's not to make money. I understand.
No. Think of it. It's not open SSH.
Yeah.
In the sense that is open SSH a company.
Yeah, but OpenSSH is actually acting upon it. He's coding, he's meeting people, he's going patching.
That's stuff which we have to do.
But right now, because you have no company doing it right now, you will have a company doing it wrong. You will still patch it your way and let them do their stuff, and you can offer them to integrate it or not.
No,
right now you are telling to the big companies here how to do their job. Of course they will say, fuck off, we do what we want.
No, companies shouldn't be able to do this because you are the customer. They are here because of you, because of your money.
Just think of it. Okay, I do IT stuff, I do internet stuff, I do a lot of stuff on DNS, DNS. You're telling me I don't have the right to tell the company that something is wrong.
No, you have the right to say.
Yeah.
But they have the right to not listen.
Yeah, they have the right not to listen. I'm not obliging them to listen, but I have the right to say. At the moment, we don't have a forum where we can say. We don't have a place where we can say.
We don't have a common voice.
We don't have a common.
It is he complaining individually. It is you complaining individually. It is the
Yeah, we all complain about a lot of things, but right now the solution, like you explained, is to make an association and actually do something about it. And doing something about it is like making an infrastructure here to do what they do in their stead. So
no, I'm not saying replace them. I'm saying
for me, it's creating a company.
Well, if
Or just like that.
first,
If you want to open an ISP here, yeah, a lot of people, like you said, will block you from doing so.
I don't want to open an ISP yet because it's bad for me. I want to be able to tell ISPs we want the web page to load in 2 seconds. That's what we consider as an acceptable standard.
Let's take ISP like Orange. It's exactly like your business here.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, they have customers, they have money, why should they care?
So,
okay, we have the customers, but
Yeah.
We still stay at the...
Because you're complaining as an individual, one customer. Once you have a backing, an association which has 20,000 or 20,000 members, maybe 40% of this user group are customers of your ISP, they're going to listen to you because it is the voice of many of their customers.
Yeah, but
Take an example, I've been talking with SMU for the need to have .mu signed by DNSSEC. Forget the technical terms. DNSSEC is about securing your domain name. This is only the thing that you need to know. It is an internet standard and many of other countries have signed their domains. So you ask the current holder of the domain, sign the .mu domain. Okay, they're going to tell you, no, why? Tell them, yes, because it is an internet standard designed to protect my domain name. If they tell you, we don't want to do it, we can't do it, then you tell them, okay, you don't want to manage the .mu domain, let someone else do it. Who is going to want to do it, to do DNSSEC?
If there is no one, you can still open your company.
You need to delegate the domain to
you're trying to argue about what you're not talking about is the free market. The free market that if you don't like something, you create your own company. And
Yeah, but the whole capitalist thing.
Yeah. If we want to do capitalist thing, we should forget about the Linux user group because
No, it's not a good thing, but you look, Linux is a good example. It's used in many companies.
yeah,
It received donation and it's still developed.
yeah.
But, because they didn't like what was around,
Yeah.
they made their own. They
Not,
didn't like BSD, they didn't like Solaris, they didn't...
no. Okay, Linux started for another reason.
No, sorry, I tried to answer him. We are mixing up two things. There is the
No,
things
I say,
on which you don't have a choice. For example, .mu, if you want it to be DNSSEC signed, you have to go to Internet Direct to have it DNSSEC signed. They are the caretakers of this CCTLD. They are the ones who have the ability to do it. In the case of ISP, you're not happy with the performance, then maybe you have a point. You're not happy with the performance of an ISP, you go see elsewhere because you have a choice. In the case of DNSSEC, you don't have a choice. Okay?
Why?
A company, because
It's a private company.
it's a private company.
Which is not accountable to anybody.
They have been doing. They have got the .mu domain in the late 1996 or 1997.
96.
Somewhere like this. And they are the caretakers of the .mu identity. So if you want a domain on .mu, okay, you have a right to it. You are a citizen of this country. You have a right to run a domain of this country. You want to run this domain in a secure fashion. There is an internet standard that has been published on how to secure .mu. And the only entity which has the ability to do this can tell you no. You see me, you don't have a choice. You have an identity and they are a part of this internet. So you want DNSSEC, tell them we want DNSSEC. One person is going to ask them, we want DNSSEC, they're going to know. Because it's going to cost them. I have to publish new DNS records. On my web interface, I have to publish with new fields to publish my DNS encryption keys. They're going to tell you no. Why bother for one person? But if you have 10,000 people who have .mu domains, you go to a resource, say, okay, that's nice. We are paying customers. There's a new internet standard. We want this. You don't have a choice. They can't tell you to go elsewhere.
DNSSEC is...
It is an example.
It's not located as a .mu.
No, it's a mechanism. It's a mechanism to protect the domain.
Yeah, I understand. But it could be in any country.
Yes, exactly. The point is, if they say no, we won't do it, or we can't do it, or any reason,
yeah, but
then you have a case. If you are running a domain
Let me take an example. You have .fr at the moment. .fr is managed in France.
Yeah.
You know? if I'm buying a French domain, I want to sue .fr, I want to bring a case in court, where do I bring it? In France.
Okay.
It's normal. For .mu, let's say I have a .mu domain, I'm a Mauritian, I'm here in Mauritius, I have a problem with my domain, I bought a domain, I invested a lot, not money, a lot of time and effort. I have 100,000 Mauritians coming to it every morning to go and check what's going on in Mauritius. Tomorrow, by some mistake, there's a problem with a .mu domain on the registrar side or on the .mu side. So I'm going to sue that company. I'm going to find a lawyer to sue that company. Which law applies for the .mu domain? Which law?
No, I understand, but
Sorry?
Where you registered?
No, it's a .mu domain. It's supposed to have registered in Mauritius with the company in Mauritius. Which
I
law applies?
understand you are raising the different problems with the .mu being outside of Mauritius.
But
The
is
stuff
the
is-
company, the Internet Direct, a Mauritian registered
Yes.
company?
It's
That
a
is
motion.
the-
It's a motion company, but the terms and conditions for the internet, for the domain name, it's not very clear what jurisdiction the law applies. It doesn't tell you.
But that in itself isn't some kind of breach or something?
No, it's not a
Why?
It's not a breach?
I don't know.
Because
no.
I
No.
assume that a Mauritian company providing the .mu, which is a country domain,
Yeah.
uh,
The problem is that I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm saying that we do a lot of assumption about stuff. We assume that somebody went to check how this stuff works. We assume that the government of Mauritius knows how the .mu works. Do you think that the government of Mauritius knows how .mu works?
they don't even know how the country works.
Do you think that the government of Mauritius knows how the internet works?
You know that they
I
have
don't think so.
a large outstanding bill for the .mu
Yeah, I
domains.
read about that.
Yeah. You know,
Lots of millions.
we don't. The problem is that when we don't know something, we tend to make some assumptions, and it's only when we get in trouble that we understand why we should not have made these assumptions. I'm not against the free market. I'm not against other companies doing stuff. I'm not against ISPs in Mauritius. Yeah, I may complain about them because I'm a user as well. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that if we don't get a group of people, we don't get the interest in discussing about stuff, in trying to solve, to say no, we don't like this stuff, or we would like this stuff to be to work. This is what we find acceptable. Nobody will do anything about it.
Okay.
And I think we can do something about it. We can say, for example, you are a web developer. Would you like to know how long your web page should take to do it? Do you think that it's important for you to know this information?
yeah.
Why?
Because the customer will not stay.
Yeah. So you see, it's
Also,
not.
this
It's
is all,
what I'm saying. It's not that just complaining. What I'm saying that it's good to know what the customer wants.
Yeah, but it's common sense. But I
But-
think we change subject again.
No, okay, I agree with you watching that because it's a vast subject. There are a lot of issues a lot of problems which are related to each other, and it's not possible to cover it in half a day or even in 1 day. So, as I said, the plan is to try to get a group of persons together who are interested in having .mu Mauritius,
To find a way to have it in Mauritius.
to find, but to discuss about it, to get more people to agree to the idea, and then from there to find out how to get it in Mauritius, how to make .mu available for 500 rupees to every Mauritian in Mauritius.
So right now the mailing list is more about brainstorming rather than
I would prefer to, I would say we have a mailing list where we can discuss about any problem you want. Yes?
You said you already have a solution or possible solution, because before you mentioned that
Yeah.
no one knew how to do that.
Yeah.
But you have a solution now.
I had the solution for many years, I didn't try it in Mauritius because I do a lot of stuff outside of Mauritius. I was tired. I was not ready. No, I know it's an excuse, but I didn't focus on it. That was one reason. The second reason was, let's say, the political. It would be a problem to go and have that fight a few years back. I was a bit negligent in the sense that I should have brought it up in 2007 when the issue was raised.
Yeah, but have you ever told anybody about your solution?
Sorry?
Have you ever told anybody?
You know how the internet works. When you tell people about something, they kill your idea. I do internet stuff, I do internet politics a bit, so I get to know how things work, who's going to kill my idea, how they're going to kill the idea. I have the friends who works here and there, so we discussed to see how it was possible to do it.
Yeah, I think it's best you just let everyone know, for enough in the Middle East, what to do, what should we do.
No,
and
we
then
don't
just do it.
have enough people. We don't
How
have
many
enough.
people do you need to make your plan work?
How many people do you need to convince somebody that
One.
Mauritius would like
Only
to?
one.
No.
No,
No,
no.
One
The more the
people-
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one important person.
Non, how many, ok, disons, vous avez envie de t'amener Maurice. Oh, sorry, I'm vous avez envie de t'amener Maurice, correct? Vous autres qui décidez là, hein? Moi, je dis, bon, Mauricien, vous êtes d'accord, tout ça. Combien de gens d'accord de vous êtes dit à vous, vous êtes pour connaître si Maurice est d'accord? Tous. Combien? 3?
But we can teach everyone how to make websites.
1000?
Teach everyone how to make the website.
100 000. Combien de
Several
gens?
would really do
Vous
good.
connaissez Mauricien en vie quand elle est combien de gens?
Yeah.
500 000.
Ça veut dire,
More than half.
Because of them average of population.
Bon, nous pas 40 gains. Comment nous gagnons? Comment nous allons gagner la population? Nous gagnons ça.
Si 100 000 Jimoun dans 1 million de services Internet, comment tu as expect 500 000 Jimoun? Plus qui c'est la moitié. Ça veut dire 50 000 Jimoun.
Allez,
Yeah, more than half.
allez, comment, non, comment, oui, allez, d'accord. Il n'est pas facile, nous gagnons 100 000 diplômes.
Oui, pas facile.
Correct? Nous pas une parti politique, nous pas intéressés dans la politique. Tu comprends?
Oui.
D'accord. Do you understand? Okay, let me do some politics. Okay. Nous pas une parti politique, nous pas intéressés dans la politique. Nous pas pour gagner 100 000 diplômes au moins. Mais combien de diplômes nous sommes capables de gagner? Combien de diplômes pas être convaincant?
En les travaillant dur,
Ah,
200, 300.
At least,
C'est ça?
Mais ça vous fera pas changer.
at
la
least
donne.
the professionals.
Ça vous fera pas, vous pouvez essayer, mais ça ne fera pas changer la donne complètement.
Tu penses?
300 personnes, non. Non, si, ça peut vous permettre de faire des gros brainstorming, comme il disait.
Non, avec 300 personnes, on peut refaire.
Avec 300 cerveaux, tu peux en faire des choses.
Non, avec 300 personnes,
fera pas
with
sécher une société.
300 people, we can convince.
No, at least the
With 300
professionals.
people,
The
we can
300
scare them.
professionals.
We can scare them that something is coming
Who
out.
do you want to scare?
You're not scaring anyone.
It's
Let
possible.
them know.
No, who do you want to
They
scare?
won't be scared.
Let me also
It depends if you go at the...
No,
At
let
their
me
house
answer.
or-
Who do you want to scare?
The guys who are managing the venue.
Moi, je ne rien faire, moi. I don't want to scare them. Why should I scare them?
Because if they do not want to do anything to bring this to Mauritius, then you have to scare them.
Non,
I don't want to scare
non,
them.
non, c'est une démocratie
Non,
ici, le
I don't
droit de faire ça. Tu finis en prison, madame.
I don't want to scare them. Oui.
Deux raisons comme comment dire, the loss of the worker, general worker, is being muffled. So there are many people in Mauritius who will go on la grève, faire la grève,
Oui.
aller la grève,
C'est mon
pas faire quelque chose passer,
Ouais.
faire la grève, on a cassé, tout
Oui.
des personnes passer,
Oui.
mais si demain, on pas compter internet, c'est trop lent,
Oui.
on va faire la grève, c'est trop lent. Tu me dis un mot fou.
Oui.
C'est ça le problème. Il n'est pas accepté qu'il va dire bon, droit, puis parfois il donne sa démarcation, puis le simple problème pour soi, c'est ça.
Oui, c'est ça.
C'est ça. Moi, mon trouvé, c'est ça. Moi, je pense que mon droit, tu veux me dire pas mon fou, la chose, ça.
Okay, I'll translate for you. What he's saying that if he is one person, if he go and say that the internet is not working correctly in Mauritius, people will say that he's crazy. because it's only one person and
No, and the speed is completely subjective.
yeah, it's
It could be
subjective.
too fast for you, too slow for you. It could,
Yeah, no, let's get back to our original question. Are you okay without the internet working vouchers? Are you okay? Are you fine without the internet working vouchers?
Without internet?
No, how it works. Are you fine with the way it works? Not the way.
You know, I was in Madagascar before, it was much worse, so yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine with it.
But it depends. If you come from France, it's super fast, you're not fine at all. If you come, it depends
So you're
what
fine.
you need. If you just do emails, yeah, it's
So
fast enough.
you're
If
fine.
you go on YouTube and do
Okay.
HD video, it's not.
No, you're fine with it.
Yeah,
Yes. Sure.
it could be better.
No, you got to say it's fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
fine. Logan?
It's not fine.
I have to use my activities of it.
Okay, it's. Are you fine?
Not fine. No, it's not.
Are you fine with it? So we can say that there's agreement.
It's subjective, same.
No, but
Yeah.
what's the argument in the room? What do most people agree to?
Yeah, they said they're not fine.
Yeah. So the next step is to try to figure out what we can do about it.
Yeah.
For example,
We agree. We
Yeah.
talk about routing, going abroad,
Let's say,
going back. It's bad. It could be better.
you are fiber. Okay, as I said, you have ADSL. You
Yeah,
bought
ADSL.
ADSL. You want to know whether your connection is good from you to your ISP, to Orange or to MTL. How do you know?
It's the same. Good is defined by each one of us. Define good
No.
or bad.
In the world, they are
Look,
what
I buy a connection. It's what 2 meg or 4 meg.
no.
But
In the-
I have 2 meg or 4 meg.
In the world, they are what we call standards. Why we have standards is because you have different parties, whether it's companies, whether it's individuals coming together to discuss and find what should be acceptable. What